you try and get that to fit. Although you can maybe just do that and then that maybe. Yeah, there you go. So I went all around the house to do an S, and in hindsight I could have done that and then tidied it up. Anyway, we live and learn, don't we? So let me just but obviously that's one example of an S. Stamp and removal, yeah. See, the S that I did for this is made out of all these different shapes here. But that's another thing as well. You're always learning stuff as you go on, and quite often you remember doing a logo and thinking, oh, I could have done it this way, or I could have done that way. Or you might see someone like Greens or like Stuzzy B do it a different way. This is why I like enjoy watching their feeds, because you know, there's always something to learn. So Screecher, I'll show you what I mean about outlining or creating a mask. Where is it? So Astro, right. So you can see there, I had to build it out of all these shapes here. S's are a pain, yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. But it's something that I think could be easier with a slight change in the way the tools work. So Screecher, to create that, I went back to my original Astro logo that I made. As you can see, it's pretty much a perfect cutout. So what I did, so I just created a mask. Like I said, there's no easy way of doing it. You have to build out of all these shapes here. Let me just delete that. Then if I zoom in. So you can see that part's transparent, yeah? So you can see that it's made up of a lot of different triangles, and you know, to get it. See there, if they get the star, for example, rather than just doing two triangles and try to match them back to back, you just use the hexagon. It's always a way of figuring out different tricks to use. The hardest part on this was the S. Getting these shapes to line up to make it look like the Astro logo. It took a bit of time and experimentation. Again with the bottom of the A there as well. These weren't too hard because they're like standard shapes. To make a curve, that wasn't too difficult. But using these circles here for the corners was better. But again, it's practice. It's just trial and error, really. So now, there's something I've seen, like the top of the pointed star is missing off for some reason. There's something cut into the there goes that. That's a bit higher. There we go. How come I can do that? So, let me just show it. The question is, what's your favourite shape? My favourite shape. Now, I don't know if you've like. So if I go, right, let me just quit out of this. I'll show you. I think you better spot what my favourite shape is. If I go to paint car, my designs. The shape that I use on nearly every car. Well, they're saying that now. I can't see one with it on. Right, who's this? Oops, no, didn't want to do that. I can't load that. I see. This is what irritates me about Forza. It's like you can't just load that design and it'll load the card for you. You have to pick the car first and then do it. So one of my favourite shapes is this one, because it's quite versatile. So all these kind of like things that's feather type things inside of here, yeah, in Illustrator or Photoshop you'd do each one individually, but it's made out of in fact what I'll do is I'll show you how I do it. Another one that was a challenge to do was the auto backs label. Logo, sorry. Dinner timer, okay. Getting the auto backs little symbol was quite difficult. It took me a while to figure that out. But once I figured it out, I was like, oh yeah, that's the way to do it. I got about it all wrong before. Anyway, so my favourite shape. Come on. It's a new one actually. It's this one here. Because it's a community created vinyl that's not been there. I think it's in this one. I think it's in 4. But I can do it. I think I can do a lot with it. See, by just doing that, that's created quite a cool effect on the side of that BMW. So you can make it as big as you want. So if I just put that there, let's load up. Also, storing groups of logos that you use often. Like for example, this here. It's a group of vinyls that you see on a lot of JDM cars. So also you got the HKSR filters, you got the AM intakes, the G-ready turbo, X-ready clutch and motul fuel. So you find that I'm quite pleased with the way his logo's turned out. So you find that I use a lot of my favourite ones on cars, but obviously the black and there it clashes with the background. So I'll make it white, and if you copy it, put it behind, make it black, then move it a bit. There we go. So you got the makings there of a half decent racing logo, racing design. Obviously, race cars have numbers on. So this is one I made earlier. Well, ideally, this should be there, and these would be about there. Now this group here, because of a plan that didn't actually come together, this saved me a lot of time when I was doing. I planned on doing something for Red vs Blue for Stella Stig and Moneyman and Cornwolf and what was the other one? Rock King. So this one group here, it contains all 5 numbers. So those 4 numbers are mine included, and these here. So what all I had to do was delete the appropriate ones. So let's see. So if I delete that and that and that and that. No worries, Stella. No worries at all. And then what I can do is load up my newly created Yokohama logo. And there you go. Nice and simple. Now, also the colours clash on that, so let's make this something. I don't know. Make this. Yeah, Stella. Yeah, I'd appreciate trying to set that up. A little bit like I did with the AMC. That'd be nice. If we could try and sort that out. Blue and green Alpine. So change the red to the green and okay.